Item Number SCP-087. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 087 is located on the campus of Redacted. The doorway leading to SCP-087 is constructed of reinforced steel with electro-release lock mechanism. It has been disguised to resemble a janitor's closet, consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism on the doorknob will not release unless volts are applied, in conjunction with the counterclockwise rotation of the key. The insides of the door are lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, see Document 87-4, no personnel are permitted to access 087. Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. The stairs descend down at a 38-degree angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of 087 limits subject to a visual range of approximately 1.5 flights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring 087. There are no lighting fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as 087 seems to absorb excess light. Subjects report and audio recordings confirm the distressed vocalizations of what is presumed to be a child between the ages of and the source of the distress calls are estimated between 200 meters below the platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring the subjects any closer to the source. The depth of descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be beyond the known possible structure of the building and the geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint. SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by Class D personnel. Each subject conducting an exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears as a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of -1 is entirely unclear, but it is determined that it is not the source of the pleading. Subjects exhibit feelings of intense paranoia and fear when faced with -1, but it is undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum. Over a period of about 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of the staff and students from campus reported knocking at variable rates of 1 to 2 seconds per knock coming from the interior of 087. The door leading to 087 has been fitted with 6 centimeter thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased. Authorized personnel may refer to 087-1 through -4 for transcripts of Explorations 1 through 4. Document 087-1. D8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male of average build and appearance with an unremarkable psychological background. Class D designation is a result of demotion due to mishandling SCP. The subject is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp with a battery capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, the audio headset, and communication with Dr. at control. 8432 steps through the doorway onto the initial platform. Despite the wattage, the floodlight only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible.
It's fucking dark.
Is your flood lamp functioning properly? The subject shines the light through the door into the academic building's hallway, and it reaches significantly further.
Yeah, it's working. It won't light down the stairs, not all the way down.
Thank you. Please continue. The subject descends down the stairs 13 steps before reaching the platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircle with an apparently concrete surface and walls. There are no distinct marking aside from the nondescript patches of dust, dirt, or wear consistent with, typical concrete stairwells. The subject rotates 180 degrees and descends down the second flight, then pauses. What's your reason for stopping?
Do you hear that? There's a fucking kid down there. Sounds like one.
None of the described audio is feeding through the camera or mic at this time. Could you please describe the sound?
It's young, either female or a very young boy. It's crying, sobbing, saying, "Please, help. Please." Yeah, it keeps repeating that and crying.
Can you estimate the distance from your current locale?
Fuck, I don't know, maybe 200 meters down?
Please continue down the next flight. The subject descends another 13 steps as he reaches the landing. Audio of the child described is picked up. The child alternates between sobbing, wailing, and the words "please," "help," and "down here." The audio is consistent with the subject's report of it approximately being 200 meters below. Can you still hear the crying?
Yeah.
We're picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any changes in the audio environment. The subject descends down another 3 flights before stopping.
Do I keep going?
Please. The subject continues down another 17 flights, a total of 22, before stopping. There are no visual changes of the environment, and each flight has been consistent with 13 steps.
I'm not getting any fucking closer to that kid.
Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject. Noted. Please continue. The subject continues down another 28 flights before stopping, around 50 in total. The subject is standing on the 51st landing. Counting the initial ground level landing, the subject is estimated to be about 200 meters below the initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of crying has not increased.
I feel uneasy.
You've spent a lot of time in the dark, unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please, continue. The subject hesitates before stepping down the next stair. As the subject steps forward, the flood lamp illuminates a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight, SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it's lacking a mouth, nostril, and pupils. The face is completely motionless, but is making direct eye contact, indicating it's aware of the subject.
Fuck! What the fuck is that? Holy shit! Fucking shit! What the fuck?
Please, describe what you see.
It's some sort of fucking person face thing. It's fucking looking right at me. Fuck, it's looking right at me.
Is it moving?
No, it's just staring at me. Fuck, it's creepy.
Please approach and further illuminate the entity.
Fuck, I don't fucking want to.
Face jerks forward about 50 centimeters directly toward the subject.
Fuck.
The subject enters a panic state and rapidly ascends the SCP. The subject reaches the ground floor in 18 minutes, at which time he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of -1. In review of the footage, it indicates an equal number of steps ascending as descending. The audio of the crying and pleading remains the same volume until the first flight, at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate the collapse is due to a result of rapid ascension of the stairs, causing fatigue. Exploration 2. The new subject is a 28-year-old African-American male of strong build. Psychological background indicates no abnormalities except a hatred for women. Subject has an extensive record of... The subject is equipped with a 100-watt flood lamp and a battery capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with transmission stream, an audio headset for communication with the doctor, at control. The subject is also equipped with a backpack containing 100 small LED lights with adhesive backs. Battery lives capable of lasting approximately 3 weeks. Turns on and off by compressing them. The subject shines the flood lamp down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond step 9.
You want me to go down there, Doc?
Please shine your flood lamp outside of SCP-087, just to verify it's functioning properly. He does in the hallway. Comparison with the footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter. Thank you. Please continue to the first landing.
Hey, Doc, I know what you said and all, but I don't think I want to go down there.
please continue to the first landing.
Doc, look,
As per our conversation earlier, please continue to the first landing. The subject pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and stops.
Is that a kid?
Please remove one of the adhesive lights and affix it to the wall on the landing.
Doc, you hear that? Is that a kid down there?
That is unconfirmed. Please affix the adhesive light to the wall to verify it functions. The subject hesitates and then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adheres it to the wall, presses the light and turns it on. Please turn off your flood lamp. The subject hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED illuminates the landing but does not extend past the first step either way. Thank you. You may turn your flood lamp back on and continue to descend. At each landing, affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it. The subject turns on the flood lamp and then descends to the next flight of stairs. He sets foot on the landing and the audio picks up the sounds of pleading and crying, consistent with those of the first exploration. Can you hear the previous reported audio?
Yeah, it sounds like 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to get her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids.
Please place the light and continue down, and let us know if you notice anything unusual. The subject adheres the light to the wall and turns it on, then continues to the next flight. He adheres the third LED light to the wall and turns it on. The subject continues in this manner for the next 25 flights before stopping.
I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc.
How far below you do you estimate the source of the sound to be?
Same as before, 150, maybe 200 meters.
Thank you. Please proceed. The subject continues down the flight in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arched gouge in the concrete wall, estimated to be approximately 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down from the landing appears to be completely smashed to rubble.
Can you see that?
Yeah, please describe what you see.
Looks like something smashed the wall, and the step here is all crumbled and stuff. Smash mark looks really smooth.
The subject touches the gouge mark.
Yeah, it's smooth. It feels like glass.
Thank you. Please continue down.
Look, Doc, I think I've gone far enough.
Please continue, as per our agreement.
I don't want to be doing this, agreement or not.
The subject steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing noticeable at the next landing. He adheres an LED to the wall and continues in the same fashion for another 38 flights. The sound of crying and pleading still hasn't gotten any closer. The subject is on the 89th landing, and 74 minutes have elapsed since the beginning of the exploration. He's estimated to be 350 meters below the initial platform.
I'm starting to feel like this kid's trying to lure me down there. Doc, I think it's time for me to...
He stops talking, and he moves the flood lamp. It illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at the subject, again, indicating awareness of the subject's presence. Although -1 appears to be unmoving, its location is 38 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is mobile. Is there a reason you stopped? -1 remains immobile for an additional 13 seconds. -1 blinks. The subject starts yelling incomprehensibly. -1 jerks forward until it is approximately 90 meters from the subject. The subject turns and flees up the stairs. Please relax and calm down. Turn around, we need to get a closer look at that face. The subject ignores the doctor and continues his rapid ascent. He screams incomprehensibly the whole way. Subject, do you hear me? Please, slow down. The subject is unresponsive and continues to rapidly climb the stairs. His screaming diminishes to babbling. After ascending 72 flights, he collapses on the 17th landing. Subject, can you hear me? The subject is unresponsive, but labored breathing can be heard through the audio feed. For the next 14 minutes, the subject is immobile. The visual feed is black. Audio picks up the subject's breathing and continues to hear pleading from down below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanged visual and audio feeds, the sound of a rapid heartbeat not consistent with a human heartbeat and low cracking noise is heard. 7 seconds later, the subject gasps and revives, continuing his ascent up the stairway wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease. Nothing abnormal is detected in the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. The subject exits 087 and sits on the floor outside the entrance. The subject enters a chaotic state, which he has not yet recovered from. 087, Exploration number 3. The subject is a 23-year-old female of average build and appearance. Psychological background indicates a history of depression. Subject has a minimal record of using excessive force to... The subject is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp, with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, an audio headset for communication with the doctor at control. The subject is also equipped with a backpack, containing 3.75 liters of water, 15 nutrient bars, and 1 thermal blanket. The subject stands on the ground level of the landing. The flood lamp illuminates the first 9 steps. LED lights placed on the wall during the last exploration are not visible. Please descend the first flight of steps and examine the landing wall. The subject descends the first 13 steps and stops at the landing. There are no traces of the LED lights at the location footage from Exploration 2 indicates it was placed.
Yeah, it's just dirty. The dirty concrete wall. There's, nothing on it. No, wait, it's a little bit sticky right here.
The subject indicates a spot on the wall that the LED should have been located.
There's a child crying down there. She's begging for help and crying.
Thank you. Please continue down the next steps until you notice anything unusual. The subject descends down, reaching the next landing. Audio picked up of the child crying is consistent with prior explorations. No LED lights appear to be present at any of the landing walls. The subject continues with no incident until she reaches the 17th landing.
No, there's something on the ground here. It smells really bad. It's all sticky and stuck on my shoe. Ugh, it's so gross.
Video feed confirms the presence of a substance occupying the space, approximately 50 centimeters in diameter. Can you describe the scent to us?
It kind of smells like old rusty metal and pee.
Thank you. Please continue until you notice anything else. The subject continues to the 51st landing without incident. The 51st landing remains unchanged from the previous exploration, and similar observations are made. The subject is asked again to continue until anything unusual is noticed. The subject continues her descent until the 89th landing is reached. The video feed jerks and the subject yells,
"Ah, fuck. There's a hole in the ground. I almost fell in."
Video feed confirms the presence of a hole approximately 1 meter in diameter. The subject shines a light down, revealing only blackness. Approximately 4 seconds pass, and a light of indeterminate distance in the hole flickers for approximately 2 seconds, and then back off.
There was a light down there. It's gone now, but it was there for a second. Did you see it?
Yes. Can you estimate the depth of this hole?
No way. It's too deep. At least a kilometer. Way more than a kilometer.
Thank you. Can you still hear sounds of the child?
Yeah, she sounds far away. I don't feel like I'm getting any closer. It's like every step I take, she takes one farther down.
Please continue down until you encounter anything unusual. The subject continues to descend for approximately an hour, covering an additional 164 flights. She stops to rest at the 253rd landing, consuming 1 nutrient bar and several gulps of water. The subject is an estimated 1.1 kilometers below the initial landing. Yet, the sound of the child has not changed. After pausing for 4 minutes, she resumes her descent, making no stops for another 216 flights. 1.5 hours later, the subject is on the 469th landing, and approximately 1.8 kilometers below ground level.
I'm not getting anywhere. I think it's about time I went back up. I mean, going down is one thing, but this is a long climb back.
You have been provided with food, water, and blankets to last you 24 hours. Please continue down.
No, I think I'm gonna go back up.
The subject turned towards the previous flight of stairs. She screams. 087-1, the face, is directly behind the subject, blocking her ascent. The face appears to be approximately 30 centimeters from the lens of the camera, its eyes fixated directly on the lens, this time not looking at the subject but at the person viewing the video feed. The feed glitches and freezes for 4 seconds, accompanied by a static-like noise from the audio feed, then cuts to bumpy visuals of the subject descending stairs rapidly.
It's following me. This the whole time it's been following me. Oh my god, it's right behind me. It's looking right at me. Doctor, please do something. Please help me. Oh god, please, please, please. I knew it was following me. I needed to leave. No, it was looking at me. It's staring at me. I knew it. It's been here watching me this whole time. Oh god, please, please help me. No!
She continues like this until the end. The subject continues to scream and plead hysterically as she rapidly descends the stairs. The previous heard static-like screeching seems to overlay the audio feed, beneath which can still be heard the original sound of the child crying. Approximately 14 flights down, the video feed swings to show the area behind the subject. The face is now approximately 20 centimeters from the camera lens. It is not staring at the subject, rather, it's fixated on the camera lens, giving the illusion it's making eye contact with those viewing the footage. It is important to note that since the sighting of -1, the sound of the crying girl has gotten increasing in volume, indicating the subject is nearing the source. After approximately 150 panicked flights of descent, with 3 visual confirmations of -1 still in pursuit, the subject trips and appears to fall unconscious. Audio feed indicating strong proximity to the source of the crying. The static and screeching noises continue. The video feed shows yet another descent of flight of stairs, indicating that the subject has not reached the base of the stairwell. 12 seconds of motionless pass before the face comes into full view of the camera, eye contact being made directly with the viewer. Audio and video feed cut out. No connection is reestablished. The 4th expedition data has been expunged. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know I haven't been uploading as much as I should be, but my IRL has been very hectic. So I think going forward, this is the best I can promise, is I will upload when I can and when I find a story worth recording. If you have any suggestions, please drop it to me, and I am always happy to hear it. Thank you to all the patrons, and have a lovely, lovely day.